So today we're watching some YouTube videos. One of my new passions is they're called narrowboats. They go up and down the canals in the UK. Um, it's kind of a cross pollination, a little bit between my interest in RV stuff, going about the roadways, finding places to camp, boondocking or camping out hookups, preferably camping with hookups. It's a very similar culture there. They obviously have caravans in England. It's not quite the same, but narrowboats, that's where it's at. Narrowboats are the super class A luxury version of camping in the UK. And they, just like everything UK to the US, it's like a smaller version. Like we have a large YouTube community of people that live in their vans and their RVs. They do it full time. Sometimes families. Families are always got those weird homeschooled kids. You know what I'm talking about? You know where they stand. I mean, they're fine people, but you know where they stand. But narrowboats, it just seems like normal folks. I mean, it seems less weirdos than there are in the full time community. And don't get me wrong, I love weirdos. They're more entertaining to watch. Shout out to a couple of my favorites on the RV side would be RV Geeks are good. Nomadic Fanatic, he's kind of weird guy. I think he's got a weird mix of tattoos on him. He's got like a Homer Simpson on one arm and Rammstein on the other, which I'm like, oh, that's cool. I don't know about the Homer Simpson one, but you get what you like. I can't blame him for that. The Les Gentler Journey is my favorite. They went from initially a giant fifth wheel. For those who don't know, fifth wheel is the one that actually hooks inside the bed of your pickup truck, and they tend to be the largest rigs you ever see out there, and they can go from like 20,000 on 25,000 super cheap one used to a few $100,000. So they have the best layout, in my opinion, and as far as space, it's just hassle to hook them up because they're so big. And tow them around, you need a really big truck and a really expensive truck. We start off with a tow trailer, just a little 19-foot tow behind the F-150. But now we have a Class A, and we just this year got the tow rig for our Jeep Cherokee. Bandit. There's Bandit getting in the camera. What are you doing, Bandit? Yeah. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. We did our first trial run in the big RV towing the Jeep, and it went fine. And then next week we head out to Colorado. But anyway, going back to what I was watching was narrowboat people. So these canals, they call them the cuts because they cut and fill them with water, and these boats they don't go very fast. It's like they go about as fast as you would walk. And you can walk because they'll have like a walking path on the side. So those are great shows. I would say they're quite ASMR level, but it's close. It's definitely very relaxing to watch, especially the ones I do. Cruising the Cut is the top of the line when it comes to those channels. That's what I'm watching today. Other YouTube things, political stuff, but we won't get into that. Although I do like, I was watching the 2016 election coverage, and I actually found one I didn't see. It was ABC7's, ABC's like streaming one, and it was like clearly the B or C team because I didn't recognize any of them. But as I watched it, it was like, well, they're less hysterical than the main people that were freaking out. Because you can see on all of these, I've watched them all. Was like when Trump won Florida is when it kind of went downhill big time, and you'd see some people becoming unhinged. And these people, I thought for sure they would, and I was kind of hoping for it because I was there for that, but they didn't, and they seemed reasonable, and I ended up liking it. And I'll be like, well, next election I'll probably track down that ABC streaming. They were kind of fun. So I've been watching that. What else? I've been watching some shut up and sit down reviews because I got into Kingdom Death, as you can see in my earlier video. and they did a very, very good, not a good review, but a very entertaining, I'd call it more of a presentation, an entertaining presentation. That's kind of their style. Very British, which usually I don't like, but these guys are okay. It's the first board game review channel that I didn't hate everyone on, so I guess they got that going for them. So I don't like board gamers. In general, I'm sure there's some I do, but well, I should say people who play board games are different from what I would consider board gamers. All board gamers play board games, but not all board game players are board gamers. You usually tell a board gamer by their NPR tote bag holding various giant boxes of Euro trash games, more Euro trash. I like my games to have just little cubes and be completely obfuscated what's going on. Let's get the trains to move on time nonsense. Whereas Americans are like, I have this guy, I'm going to shoot him, and it's a zombie fight type stuff. More my speed. Yeah, that's where I stand on board gamers. So yeah, I was going to actually build another Kingdom Death model today, but I went onto a YouTube death spiral of narrow boats and plotting out my course for my trip to Colorado. We're going to be just south of Denver. We're probably going to take 3 days to get there. We're going to do a couple night stop in Des Moines. We have some friends there, see if they're around to hang out with. If not, I hear Des Moines is a cool town. Then we'll probably stop somewhere in Nebraska, and then do the final leg to the campsite. It's a state park that we're going to, and then we have plans to go on like a train of some sort, and probably do the Rocky Mountain National Park. That's my thing. I'm going to get some more camping tattoos. You can see this one. I want to get like state park stamps, and then eventually get them on my face all the way around. That's why I said shave my head. It's not because I'm going bald and think that's better than just have the wispy stuff. I'm just going to get tattoos all over here of state park stamps. And then, well, I can't go work at Tower Records because that's not around anymore, but I'm sure someone will still employ me. So anyway, that's what's going on tonight. Good night and God bless.